Hi guys, just having a look underneath your radio. I've given it a clean. There was more dust in here than radio parts, but we got it all cleaned out. That there's probably gone dodgy, and that's what's loading your transformer. So I'm going to replace that and get a new one on there. Probably a little up, a wee bit more in the capacitance as well. This radio's had a lot of work over the years. Someone has put in some reasonable capacitors replacing the old ones. Okay, so these here have been replaced at some stage with these things. I think they're pretty reliable. I had a oscilloscope that someone had put those in. I ripped them out and replaced them because I wanted better tolerances in there. But when I tested them all, they all tested okay. So I'm confident that these are okay. These are new. So what that's that. That's a new cap. New one in there. So I'm going to replace that. I'm going to replace these. These have been put in to replace another electrolytic. Somebody's put two together. I'm going to put in a single with some good capacitance, good quality one too. The thing can get hot and it's not going to affect it. Issues I see, that resistor there's got hot at some stage. It's got burnies, so I'm going to have to do something about that. And this one down here that's losing its, you can see it's been sweating, that's also got hot, so I'm going to replace that, probably because this here is gone fut. This here is an old electrolytic that was probably put in when the radio was made, so you know it's 80 years old. It should have been replaced when these other caps were replaced, when these ones here were put in. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know why people just leave them. I mean, it's easy to replace. You can get it out. So that's reasonably new to this little piece here. I'm not too sure. 150 volt. Good grief, you know. There's valve radios have spiking high voltages all through it, so you really got to have componentry that can take the high voltage, and I'm not sure whether that one would in the long term. I'm going to have to look at what's happening there and see if I can figure it out. Yeah, so I'm going to get those done. We should possibly look at a fuse in here too, since I've got it open. Fuse the live side in case this melts out or throws a crank in future. It'll pop a fuse instead of doing something else and melting down your lovely radio. Oh yeah, here's something of interest, useless information. Now it says model 60 on there, right? Serial number, and you go running off to the Columbus Courteney schematics, and you go to that model and nothing matches, so I had to go hunting. It's actually a model 35 chassis, and these are your valve lineup, which is exactly right, plus it's got the eye tube. 65, you've got a slightly different eye tube in there. 65, yeah, they've got a 6U in there. They're hard to come by anyway, so you're just going to have to probably live with what you got in there. And that's a later model up there too. Again, when they went to a later generation of vacuum tubes for this model radio. Yeah, so it's a model 35. Yeah, useless information. You can see some lovely writing over there, all over the schematic by Mr. Stokes. Because this has all come from his stuff, of course. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, we'll get on with this. I think it's... hopefully we can save the power transformer. If not, I'll just have to replace it. Cheers, buddy.